From the West Coast to the East Coast and everything between, folks. You're about to be live with Lonzo, the godfather of West Coast hip hop. And this is how we do it every Thursday, folks, right here on the show we call the N.W.A. show, Not Without Alonzo. And we are officially live. Now, hey, folks, how y'all doing today? You're live with Lonzo, the godfather of West Coast hip hop. And my guest today is none other than Freeway Rick. But I just got a text. It's going to be a few minutes late. So we got to kick it for a minute, folks. I got to start the show on time. I can't start on CP time because y'all won't be here when I come back. So for the next few minutes, y'all, till my guest gets here, we're going to kick it for a minute, folks. And I hope you bear with me. He will be here shortly. I just got a text from his assistant. He was stuck on the freeway. You know how things can get here in California. So we got a few things we can talk about in the meantime. One of the things we can talk about is the condition of my good friend, Dr. Dre. You all probably know he was taken to the hospital on Tuesday, suffering from a brain aneurysm. And he was doing good. We haven't had any updates since then, but I'm hoping and praying that he'll come out 100% because aneurysms are no joke. They are no joke. That is a direct impact on your brain, and we definitely praying for him to have a full and a quick recovery. What's up, Mark? What's up, Galen in Baltimore? What's up, folks? I got people all over the country tuning in. We getting big. We growing a little bit. I see that. I like that. Hey, folks, like I said before, my guest today is Freeway Rick. He just texted me a minute ago, said he's on his way. He wasn't in front of his computer just yet, and he was going to be a few minutes late. So as we sit here and get to know each other for a hot minute and shoot the shit, that's how we're going to do it for the next few minutes, y'all. Like I said earlier, the biggest story right now in hip hop is Dr. Dre, super producer, mogul, N.W.A. and world-class record crew member, a good friend of mine that I grew up with back in the day, was diagnosed with a brain aneurysm on Wednesday. And last we heard, he was still in the hospital. He was doing well. I reached out for some of his family members. She said, pray for him. And that's what we're going to do. What's up, Dominique, Kenny B, Marcus, all good, folks. We're just trying to get this audience built up. What's up, Kenny Kirk? Bama in the house. Oh, shit, we in Alabama. Much love, folks. Do me a favor. If y'all haven't done it, please like, subscribe, and share the page. I'm trying to grow the page to another level, folks. So please like, share, and subscribe, and notify so that way when it comes up, folks will know what's happening. And also, man, if y'all want to get a direct email when the show jumps off, go to your phone, go to the text line, text in the keyword Lonzo, the 424-363-8141. That's 424-363-8141, and you'll get a direct feed. You'll be on my direct email list. So anytime I go live with anything hot, interesting, I can give you a text. You ain't got to wait for me to send an email out. It'll go straight to your phone. I'd like to build up my text messages as powerful as possible so I can have an impact, folks. I got some folks that like what we do, and I want to make sure that you are here every time we do it. We got some hot shows coming up. I see the Pimp Player Hustles in the house and Jay Ross in the house. Is that Jay Ross or Jay Ross theory? I got to figure that out one day. JROOS, okay? Mickey, what's up, Doc? Hey, man, I called you the other day, Doc. I ain't heard back from you yet. I need to holler at you. I need you on my show. Mickey Royal, OG. I don't want to say what he does, but yeah, OG Pimp, buddy of mine, okay? In fact, I got a friend of mine coming on the show. She was in the game for a while, and she'll be here next week, China Doll. And I'd like to get y'all together, at least get you to chime in for a minute. In the meantime, folks, you're live with Lonzo. I'm waiting on my guest to come through. Roos, okay, like Moose. Much love, Doc. Jay Roos, just like Moose. I got you. We're waiting on my man, Freeway Rick, to stop through. He was on the freeway. He was stuck in traffic. He will be here shortly. Meanwhile, we're just kicking it. If anybody knows anything or heard anything about Dr. Dre's condition, please drop it in the chat room, folks. Please drop it in the chat room. I've been getting phone calls from all our mutual friends from around the country, and I have no new information. I have media feeds, anything like that. So I refuse to disseminate anything that's non-confirmed. I'm not trying to run a bullshit channel here. So I'm not going to just drop some bunch of theories and concepts, because we do have a personal relationship, and I just don't want to ruin that at this time. People got all the kind of things to say. I heard all kind of situations, and I ain't gonna repeat most of them because I don't want to go there, because you never kick a man when he's down. My man said he's recovering okay. Well, that's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. Hopefully he will make a full recovery, because aneurysms are no joke. And if he does, may God be with him, and we'll see what's happening. In the meantime, folks, if you got anything else you want to drop in the chat line while we wait on our guest to come on, I'd appreciate it. I'm waiting on my boy to get here, Freeway Rick. Let me see something right here. Oh, okay, I can do that too. Okay, all right, I learned something today. Pimp Players and Hustlers said I heard he's recovering nicely. Okay, good. So yeah, I learned a new trick on my program here. Monty K1, what's 1K? What's up, Doc? How you doing? Just trying to do my thing, man. We are here live. We go live every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday, I'm getting interviewed by my Dusty Vision. Thursday, I interview other people. So I have various guests come on the show, and I do the interviewing. Okay, what's up? Go to work. Okay, so this is how we do it, folks. Like I said, every Tuesday, I'm live, and my show is hosted by my man Dusty Vision. He talks to me and asks me questions about various hip hop issues, political issues, things of that nature. Okay. On Thursdays, I bring the guest in and I do the interviewing. So if you want to follow the show, please, folks, do not hesitate to hit me on my text line, and that is 424-363-8141. 424-363-8141. Right now, we're waiting on Freeway Rick to get on the line so we can have a hell of an interview. I got some questions I already got laid out. If you have a question for Freeway Rick, drop it in the chat line for me right quick. If you have a question for Freeway Rick, drop it in the chat line for me, okay? Thank you, Jay Ruth. I'm gonna put that on the screen. I like that. My man Jay Ruth says he loved the show because it's knowledgeable and entertaining. That's my goal, Doc. That's my goal. When I first got into the podcasting, I took a little class on social media, and my biggest concern was I'm a grown ass man, and I can't be doing no dumb shit. Okay, I don't mind being funny. I don't mind being silly sometimes. Because if you know me real well, I can be very silly for a grown ass man. But I'm not gonna do no stupid ass shit. I'm not gonna embarrass myself. I ain't gonna sell nobody out. So I had to come with something that was going to be fit me, but also be productive. And that's why I'm glad to hear people like Jay Ruth of the Jay Ruth Theory. The Jay Ruth Theory say what he said. Love the show, knowledgeable and entertaining. That right there is a true compliment to me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Doc. That's our goal, is to be entertaining and also be informative and drop some knowledge on you. What's up, John Wick? Bond in the house. Lamont, what's up with you folks? We just here, man, waiting on my man Freeway Rick to jump on the line. Like I said before, I'm learning my new program every day. Next week's guest is you might have seen her on Fresh Out. She was on Fresh Out, the original China Doll. She was a former porn star. Abused woman, did her thing for a while. But what you don't know is we grew up on the same street. Yes, right. Me, China Doll, Dr. Dre, we all grew up on the same street right there, just outside of Compton on Carlton Avenue. And she's a personal friend of mine. So we're going to talk, we're going to get into a little detail about her career, her life, and what she went through, what she's doing, what she went through, what she going through, and what she planning to do, folks. So next week, next Thursday, the original China Doll. no joke. Okay, like that. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. If you ever see one of her movies, she ain't no joke. And also, folks, if you'd like to support the show, please feel comfortable. Drop a cash app in there. I'll take it. I appreciate it. The Lonzo Infotainment, $ the Lonzo Infotainment. If you'd like to see this show grow, and I'm trying to grow it as much as I possibly can, I would appreciate your support. Right now, I'm a one-man show. I'm a one-man. I'm switching cameras. I'm switching lights. I'm doing the interviews. I'm booking the guests. So if you would like to see this show grow, I'd appreciate it. Whatever you want to do, I would thoroughly appreciate it. So please, Cash App, the Lonzo Infotainment. That's my company, the Lonzo Infotainment. So like my man said, it's entertaining and it's informative, and that's why I called it the Infotainment Company, the Lonzo Infotainment Company. And we do this every week, y'all. Every Tuesday and Thursday. Every Tuesday live. And sometimes, this is the only part about being live that I don't like. If somebody gets caught up, I got to talk to y'all for the next few minutes like an idiot. Now, I've done this before. And my man, Mickey Royal's been on my show. He's always been a great guest. And he understands he knows I know how to do this right here. It took 45 years to find out who killed brother in 1973 from a talk show. I'm going to live and tell the story, repeats within myself, Compton. Okay, let me see here. I'm going to put this on the screen. It took 45 years to find out who killed my brother. Oh, in 1973 from a talk show. I'm going live to tell the story to make peace with myself in Compton. Mark, man, that's deep, Doc. Hit me up. We can talk about that too. I'll bring you on the show. If that's something you want to talk about, if you want to go live with me, I would love to have you on the show. That's a very interesting subject. It took 45 years to find out who killed my brother in 1973 from a talk show. I'm going live to tell the story to make peace with myself in Compton. Wow, folks. That's a deep one right there. And I'd like to know what talk show you was watching. Was it a podcast? Was it a podcast? Was it a Maury or something like that? I don't know. I'd love to find out. Please feel free to give me a holler, man. Reach out for me. Email me. I'm gonna put a screen for my email. That way you can email me and we can book the show. This is how I book a lot of my acts too. My guests on my show. People I just meet, I learn the story. I love interesting stories. My guests are not celebrities. If you got a dope story, if you got a great story, you got a powerful story, I'll bring you on my show. I did it when I had my show in Compton. As some of y'all know, I had a show in Compton for 15 years called Issues in the Hood. And I rocked that way for 15 years and it kept me going. And if you got a powerful story like my man right here does, finding the person who killed his brother on the talk show, I would love to have you. I would love to have you on the show. In fact, even Dominique Page says that's an interesting story. That's an interesting story. So yes, Dominique's in the house. Mark, you got it. Malika Houston, Maxie Mixum Vibes, Galen, yes, China Dog, yeah, that's my girl. We all love her. So as we sit here waiting on Freeway Rick, folks, he should be in any minute. If you have an interesting story you want to be on the show, hit me up in the chat room. If you got something, if you got a question you want to ask Freeway Rick when he gets here, hit him. If it's a good question, not too long, I'll put it up on the screen. That way he can see it, you can see it, and then I can share it with everybody. Okay? I just learned that. I just learned that today. Just now, I just learned how to do that. So I upgraded my program, and it allows me to do a lot more things than I was able to do it first. Hood peace, much love, baby. You know how we do it. You know how we do it. Let me break out some hood peace here for y'all right quick, because that's something I'm really pushing this year, folks. We got too many brothers, too many sisters dying at the brothers and sisters to ignore that problem that plagues our community. I have a series of T-shirts. I have a series of street yard signs that you'll be seeing in the community shortly that will bear this logo, Hood Peace, coming to a hood near you if you allow it. Hood Peace, do it for the children. Hood Peace will stop gentrification. Hood Peace brings people together. Hood Peace can do a whole lot of things for our community. So this is one of the things that I'm pushing for my nonprofit, the Lyrical Revolution. If you'd like to support the Lyrical Revolution, please go to our website, lyricalrevolution.org. And as I look on my screen, I see my man just stepped up. He just stepped up on the screen here, but he upside down. I think he upside down. Freeway Rick, I see you, Doc.
With you, man.
I see you, but you're sideways. Was that just a picture?
I'm gonna try to get it right. How about that?
What's up, Reggie Green? From the Delphonics, much love. Willie B, Happy New Year to you too. No new news on Dre as of yet. I'm still hearing the same basic stuff. He's doing okay. They didn't say if he had an operation or not, if operation was necessary. Last I heard, they were running tests on him, and that being what it is, I have to take it for what it is, folks. I see you, Rick. I see you looking a little sideways there, though, Doc. You're trying to come in. That's the real Freeway Rick, folks. Not the bearded one that claimed he was Freeway Rick. This is the real Rick Ross, Doc.
How's that?
Real Rick Ross.
How's that?
Yes.
Is that better?
He sued, but I think it was a statute of limitations thing. Pimp players. I think it was a statute of limitations. We talk about it when he get on the show. When he gets locked in, we can talk about it. I see him on my monitor, but all I just see is a picture right now. Alicia, thank you, darling, for supporting Hood Peace. Happy New Year to you too, Angela, the incense lady. How you doing, baby? I sure miss dancing with you. We ain't seen each other since the pandemic jumped off. Monty, you wrong, Doc. How many leads he got buried in the backyard? Come on, Monty. we on public television. Oh no, we would never discuss that one. Who else we got online? We got a bunch of folks online today. We growing, Rick. We waiting on you, baby. I see you coming. I see your avatar, but you ain't locked in yet. Hey, is that he coming? He's coming. I see the double R, Rick Ross. The R is changing shape. Hey, Donovan Lane, what's up with you, Doc? Happy New Year to you, my brother. Thank you for tuning in right quick. We are waiting on my man Freeway Rick. He just stepped off. Okay, we know he's by his computer now. We know he's by the computer. So he'll be here in just a minute. So give him a minute. He's coming back right now. I see him coming back right now, but he's not on the monitor yet. Okay, I'm not playing. I'm just watching my monitor. I'm looking at him. I can see him. Y'all can't see him yet because he ain't officially in yet. But yes, folks, thank you for watching me on YouTube. And if you're on my YouTube channel, please subscribe, share, and notify. So every time I go live, you'll be aware of my next move. Are you going to interview Crazy D? Yes, I am. I talked. Crazy D texted me about 2 weeks ago, right before New Year's Eve. I'm doing a reunion show for the N.W.A. and the Posse album. Remember the one they first did when everybody was on the Jeep in the alley back there? Well, and I put that notice out to all the fellas. Crazy D was one of the first ones to respond. He's in Vegas right now, so he said he definitely want to be a part of the show. I got Candyman, Arabian Prince, working on Jinx right now. Of course, Dre won't be there, Cube won't be there. Don't even try it. But I got Candyman, Arabian Prince, KD, and Crazy D. They all said they would do the show with me. So I'm doing a N.W.A. the Posse reunion show. Okay, Lil E said he would do the show. Yes, I can get Lil E. Lil E's a good friend of mine. I will definitely reach out for Lil E. I saw him a few weeks ago, right before Christmas, that Thanksgiving. He gave me his new number and told me he's ready to do the show. Freeway Rick is in the house. There you go. There you go. Freeway, what's up with your money?
Man, been up
Can you hear
in
me? I can't hear you. Hold on there.
Can you hear me now?
I see you, but I can't hear you.
We trying to get it fixed.
Okay, maybe. Let me see if it's me right quick. Let me check my settings right quick. Let me check my settings. What about now?
Mine is on.
No, I still don't hear you. Okay, I'm just checking all my stuff right quick.
My mic is
Okay,
on.
let me see here. Test 1 2. Test 1 2. What you got, Doc? Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, I hear you now. Okay, I gotta take the headphones out and do something different. What's up, Rick?
Man, been working all day.
That's a good thing, man. That's a good thing.
How you been?
Man, I can't complain, Doc. I can't complain. I mean, you know what? One thing about you, I always like about you, you always smiling, man. You always like you just. Well, you know they already clowning on the chat room already. They say you got a few million buried in the backyard. So.
Hey, this time I ain't gonna have to bury it. It's legal.
It's legal. Oh
It's
shit.
legal this time, baby.
Hey man, you know your girl sent me a few questions to ask you. I'm gonna knock some of them out right quick, and we're gonna get to the good stuff in just a minute. How this pandemic treating you, man?
Man, it's been it's a sad time, really. You know, for the people that we lost. You know, we done lost over 300,000 people here in this country, which I know that we didn't have to lose.
What happened? Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Hold on there. What the fuck happened? Oh shit. My shit go crazy. Oh.
You got it?
Hold on there, Doc.
I hear you loud and clear.
There you go. I'm back.
You back? You back?
I'm back. I think I'm back. Can you hear me?
I hear you, but you ain't moving.
All right. What the hell happened, Rick?
Man, I don't know.
I hear you now. Okay. You know, it's always some shit.
I don't mess with these.
They say I froze, but they hear me. So keep talking, Rick. Go on, talk.
Yeah, you know, we lost over 300,000 people, you know, with this pandemic, and people that we really didn't have to lose, you know.
Right.
We got a doctor that been had something that could put the virus at bay, and it's crazy that so many people don't pay attention, man. It's sad that all we have to do is pay attention and listen to the people with the knowledge, and we just don't do it. You know, I had 2 or 3 of my friends that wind up coming down with it. I done lost like 7 people that I know in the pandemic, but I had a couple really, really close friends caught in about 2 weeks ago. But luckily, you know, I was able to get the vitamin D and the zinc to them in time to help them recover. One did go in intensive care, but he only stayed there a couple days and he was back out, breathing came back and everything. So as for myself, I've been good. You know, no problems, no problems with the immediate family. But you know, my heart goes out to everybody else who's lost a family member or a loved one, you know, during this time. Where you go? You done disappeared on me.
I'm here.
Don't leave me here by myself.
I just, you know how this shit go, man. I've been talking to people for the past 30 minutes without a problem whatsoever. As soon as you come on, everything go crazy. But it's all right.
Ain't no rush. Ain't no rush.
I'm gonna talk to you.
They didn't tell me it was you I was gonna be interviewing with. You know, otherwise I wouldn't even took my shower. I'd have came in and got right on the mic. But you know, I've been up in the mountains messing with marijuana all day, and you know I wanted to get it off of me. You know, But if they had told me it was you, I would just say, let it stay on me till after I finish doing it.
You know how we do it. You know how we do it. Man, I'm trying to figure something out here right quick. I had all this stuff worked out, and for some reason, I'm not on the screen right now. But I ain't gonna let that stop me, Doc.
I see you, but you ain't moving.
I ain't moving. Okay, well, I ain't gonna stop the show, man, because you ain't got to see me. Okay, you ain't got to see me. They want to see you anyway. Okay. Hey, man, I understand you got a legitimate marijuana license.
Yes. I got into the social equity program. You know, the city of Los Angeles voted to allow, because you know it was a male white dominated business. It's like 98% male whites that run the marijuana industry on the legal end, and we felt that it was only fair, you know, with so many blacks going to prison for selling marijuana, that we be allowed to participate in the legal market. So we rolled up our sleeves and went to City Hall and went to the state capitol, and we were able to get them to not only put a social equity plan in for blacks, but also to allow convicted felons to participate in the license. Because you know a lot of licenses now you can't, if you're a felon, you can't get the license.
Right.
But marijuana is not one of them.
That's crazy, because when I went to get my liquor license, man, I had a liquor license back in the early 2000s. I mean, they gave me so much shit to get that liquor license, man. It was ridiculous. And I'm like, damn, you know, if what they send you through is so ridiculous. But hey, man, I'm glad for you. I'm glad to see you making your thing. What's it called? What's your label called? Your product called, man? What's your strain called?
I got two brands. One is called LA Kingpin, and the other one is called Freeway. You can get them downtown LA. It's only a few stores. I'm only in about 20 stores right now. You know,
okay. Is it all flower product?
I got everything. I got flour, shatter, crumble, vapes. I got the whole array of products, and right now I'm working on a edible line as we speak.
You know what? I tried that edible thing, man. That shit right there. You got to watch that shit. That shit sneak up on your ass like a thief.
Oh man, I took some a couple weeks ago, and I was on pause. I was at home by myself. I started to pick up the phone and call my boy and say, "Man, you need to come over here. I feel like I'm about to die."
Dude, you know, I sit here and I tell people, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and tell nobody I'm an angel by no means. I didn't try some everything. When you're a grown ass man, you get a chance to try a whole lot of shit, make a lot of mistakes. I tried that edible thing on a mistake one time. I'm at the club. I had a bad habit of stealing cupcakes. Okay, I love cupcakes, right? I set the cupcake off the top of the thing, and I'd run. You know, I go run to the corner, eat it real quick. And I did this one night, man, and all of a sudden, in like a ton of bricks, I was high as hell. And I told my bartender, I said, "Babe," I said, she said, "What's wrong?" I said, "Shit, I don't feel right. I feel like I'm high." Said, "You smoke something?" I ain't had nothing in a couple of days. All I had was a cupcake. She fell out laughing. She said, "Oh shit, them cupcakes is they are THC cupcakes." I'm like, "Oh shit."
And it sneak up on you. It don't hit you at one time.
Right.
It
and
sneak up on you.
About it was I ate them on a Saturday night. I didn't come down till like Monday morning, man.
That's a good thing. The high is cheap.
Yeah, okay. Now for y'all who don't know, for some reason my screen is frozen, but I still got sound, so I'm gonna leave Rick on the screen and let him do the talking, and I'll just interview him like we on, you know, some shit. Because sometimes technology just will not act right. I've been talking to these people for the past 20 minutes till you got here, Doc. Everything was running fine. All of a sudden, a little something popped up on my screen. I disappear. I have no sound, but I got vocals. So I'm not gonna stop this show to. I got 43 people on the line right now. I'm not gonna stop this show to reset anything. We just got to go without my ass. That's all. We got you. You the guest.
Let's go. I'm with it.
Man, one of the questions your girl asked me, what had me to ask, was when you got out, how long did it take you to get stabilized, man?
It took a minute, you know. When I got out, my family was more unstable than I was. You know,
wow.
You'd have thought it was the other way around, but when I got out, my family was very unstable. My mom was about $45,000 behind on her mortgage. She had took one of those predatory loans that they was doing to people,
Right.
and her note started off at $800 a month, but by the time I got home, it had climbed up to $3,200 a month, and she was on a fixed income of about $1,800, and I think her husband might have been around $2,000. So her husband died.
Wow.
And I don't know why, but they didn't have insurance, covering, she'd had insurance covering him where if something happened to one of them, it pays the mortgage off, but she didn't have that. So when I got home, she was losing her house and they was trying to evict her. So the only thing I could think about is my mama being homeless. So I started trying to save her house and it was just a disaster.
Wow, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Doc. I'm sorry to hear that. I understand you helping other artists get into the marijuana game.
Yeah, I'm helping everybody that wants help. Some people you just can't help.
Some people you can't help, man. I don't give a damn what you do.
But if there's somebody out there that they want to get into the game, they're interested, all they got to do is look me up. I go around the country. Before the pandemic, I was going around the country teaching about why Blacks should get involved in the cannabis industry. Most people don't know, but this is a $58 billion a year industry just in California alone.
Wow.
So we're talking about a whole lot of money is going to be made. And, this money could do a lot for our community, could buy books, computers. We wouldn't need nobody to feed our people, if we had a nice chunk of that 58 billion. We could take care of it.
Just so you know, also, man, I'm involved in the U.S. Weed Channel. It's a TV show, a TV channel on the Roku platform that highlights various weed programs. Whether we highlight various strands. We talk about cooking with CBD, cooking with THC, and we'll be up and running later this month. And we're doing our main launch on 4/20 of this year. So when we're ready, I'm coming at you. I'm gonna make you one of my first guests on the show.
Let's do it. Me and you done interviewed a couple of times. I've been over to the house in the back where y'all made all them hits at. I seen the hit. I seen where the hits come from.
All right, man. I tell people sometime, man. We was doing our thing about the same time. I'm doing entertainment. You doing your street moves, your pharmaceutical moves, and I said everything was fine until them two mixed together. When music and the work got together, it ain't been right since then, Rick. It's like they put peanut butter and chocolate together, and the Reese's Pieces ain't been right since then.
Yeah, I used to come by the club all the time. We come by there in the low riders and and blow the horn.
All right, man. And the girls jump out the window, climb down the pole, come out and hop in the car. I understand. I talk about that all the time, man, how times are so much different, dude. I mean, even back then, if cats was hanging out in the parking lot, we use it every once in a while somebody sees somebody they didn't like, but for the most part, you could do a little parking lot pimping without getting shot, even on Avalon, okay?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of cats never came in the club. They just swooped by, especially around 2:30, 3 o'clock when the people started leaving out, and for the most part, we did that. We would exit the club with no problem. Every once in a while, I'm not going to tell you it was 100%, but for the most part, we put, 200 or 300 people in the club without any incident whatsoever, man. And that's something I wish we can get back to today. How do you feel?
These youngsters they just got a different mentality right now, man. They just the respect level is just not there.
How do you feel about the current state of hip hop, Doc?
I feel like it's starting to make some changes. I think that we need to put out some more positive messages because those guys have so much power in their hand, and it's sad that they don't use it better than they do. But who am I to say? How one person should live their life. It's theirs, and they can live it the way they want to. But I wish that they would use their power to uplift our community because our community need it right now. Even with this pandemic, we were hit harder than anybody else. I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, I ain't taking the vaccine, and I tell them you ain't got opportunity to take it. They're not gonna let you take it. No way. So they already made that decision for you. So anything that's good or possibly good for us, you know, the system has blocked us out, and I believe that it's up to us to get ourselves in position to where we can start benefiting. You know, one of my favorite books was by my man Reginald Lewis, who was the first black billionaire in the country, and he said, "Why should white men have all the fun?" And that's all he had to tell me, and I agree with him. They shouldn't. So I want to have some of it.
Well, they always told us we gotta die and have to get off of them. We died. We can't get done right here. We had to wait till we died so we can get ours. We get ours in the afterlife. I'm like, I never. Wait. You get all the fun right now. I got to wait till I'm dead to get there. Come on, man. That don't make no sense.
We go to heaven.
Yeah, I got to hopefully go to heaven. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, man. How do you feel about the show Snowfall?
Oh, everything good. You know, man, we good, man. Come on now.
You
You know, eat turkey on Thanksgiving Day. That's the only time you can eat turkey is Thanksgiving. And, you know, you can only have pies and stuff on holidays. So, you know, I believe that, you know, I should eat, if I want turkey, I eat turkey every day if I want to, you know, and that's the position that we have to get ourselves in to where we can do whatever we want to do whenever we want to do it, not when somebody give us permission. I mean, that's just like being in jail, you know. That's why I didn't like jail, because I had to ask permission. You know, can I go to the bathroom? You know, can I do it? And that's kind of the way it is for a lot of people out here on the street, you know, because they can't do what they want to do. They can't pay their water bill, so their water's off, their lights is off. They can't go to the grocery store because they ain't got no money. They don't have no car. You know, they can't buy their kids the kind of shoes they want or the clothes they want. They can't buy them the education. So the only way that we're going to do that is we have to change, and it really starts from us changing our mentality.
All right. I get that, Doc. If y'all wondering why you don't see me, man, for some reason, I don't know. I was talking to Rick and I had a glitch on the computer, and I refused to waste any time rebooting just to bring me back up. Rick is here. He can hear me. I can hear him. Y'all want to hear from him anyway. So don't even worry about me. I'm gonna be here tomorrow anyway. So when they did the show Snowfall, did they consult you at all or what?
Nah, man. You know, John and I was I thought John was gonna be the director of my movie. So me and John had been working on the script. And then all of a sudden I see in the paper that John Singleton has signed a deal for this show called Snowfall. And I was a little hurt behind it, you know. I was like, damn, John, you know, like, I thought we was cool. You know, why would you go do a drug movie in LA and you don't even ask me to be a consultant? You know I need money. You know I'm running around here broke. You know I don't have no money. But you don't even offer me a consultant job, and you're doing a drug movie about LA? So what that told me is that you didn't want any authenticity, or the authenticity that he was going to use was the stuff, because he bought one of my first books.
Okay.
So he took the authenticity out of my book and switched it around and made it his own.
That's pretty much what happened to me in Straight Outta Compton. Same thing. You know my story with Straight Outta Compton. In fact, the same person, Peanut, that called me to interview you was the same one that called me to go down to the movie set to see them do Straight Outta Compton. Peanut, that's
your story,
huh?
Your story.
Yeah, Peanut called me up. You know, me and Peanut been friends forever. And he called me up talking, Lonzo, you need to come, you coming out to the set? I said, hell no, for what? Man, they got a guy playing, you know, Peanut known for doing bullshit. So Peanut, man, not today, dude. Oh, man, no, man, they got a guy playing you. He got a shirt, the Jerry curl. Peanut, don't fuck with me right now, man. I put down there, Rick, and sure enough, they got a brother playing me. Anybody called me and told me nothing. I know how you feel. Ain't nobody told me shit. If it wasn't for Peanut, I wouldn't have known nothing about nobody playing Lonzo, you know, in Straight Outta Compton. And I wonder why it is that folks just want, hey man, you know, come on, be a consultant or something. You know, you would think that would be a common courtesy.
And you know, with most people it is, but with us as Black people, we're so used to taking advantage of each other I was talking to one of my partners the other day, and I was like, man, why do people fuck over the people who help them? I mean, if you want to get kicked right in the ass, help somebody out. Help them out and let them get on their feet, and they're gonna kick you right in the crack.
Yes, sir.
And that's just, to me, that's crazy. You know, if you help me, I'm gonna do everything I can to help you back. You know, because I figure that if I help you back, you're gonna do it again, but even bigger this time. And so many of us, we get it twisted that we feel like because you help somebody, that's a sign of weakness, I believe.
Well, you know what? Now, I think it's an old school thing versus new school, man. I know when I first got Eve After Dark, when I first opened Eve After Dark in 1979, the old man that gave me a shot at 22 years old to have my own nightclub, Jeffrey Harris, I call him my entertainment godfather. He told me, he said, look, I'm going to give you a shot, but you can't pull the ladder up behind you. You got to leave it down and help somebody else come up. Don't be chicken shit. That's what he told me.
Yeah.
Give you a shot, you got to give somebody else a shot. That's how we're going to make this thing happen. And that's what I did, okay? And that was his philosophy he gave to me, but unfortunately nobody else followed that philosophy. So, I feel you, Doc. What's up, Cletus Anderson from Mississippi? What's up, my boy from VIP Records? Crystal Butler, Wayne Jackson. What's up with you folks? I got to give my people a shout out. Derek, what's happening with you? I'm here live with my man Freeway Rick. I got a little technical problem. You might see my name, but you don't see my face, and why I don't know. But I'm quite sure when I pull the plug, it's gonna pop right up. And I refuse to stop this interview just for y'all to see my face. Y'all see my face all the time. Right about now, as long as you got my voice, you can hear Freeway Rick. We're gonna make it happen. I mean, how did you feel when you get out of jail and find out somebody had hijacked your name?
Well, you know what? It's like a double-edged sword, Lonzo. You know, on one hand, you're saying this is the utmost respect. Somebody taking your name, saying that I want to be Little you. You know how it is out here in LA. You know, there's Little Dog, Little Pookie, Little Ron, Big Ron, and so forth. So when he did it, I was like, wow, he's trying to show me the utmost respect. But then on the other hand, the way he did it is he could have picked up a pen and a piece of paper and wrote me a letter and said, hey man, I love you so much that I'm gonna tattoo your name on my hand and I'm gonna start calling myself you. I just felt that that's the way it should have been done. By not being done like that, I was a little salty about it. And then the fact that, you know, when I got out, he didn't give me a care package. You know, he didn't have a pair of tennis shoes, some jeans, a shirt, you know, nothing. You know, he gave me absolutely no assistance. And then I hear him on the radio one day saying that that I was salty because I was down on my luck. And I was like, damn, if a motherfucker down on his luck, that's the time you should give him a hand, especially when he gave you a hand.
Right,
you know?
right.
You took his name and was able to catapult yourself into a position of power. So that's just another one of those incidents where I'm telling you that you know, you help somebody out, they're gonna kick you right in the crack, you know, as hard as they can with steel toe boots on.
I got some folks want to holler at you, man. My man Stephen Law said it's a dope interview. He definitely can relate to helping people. My boy Bo Brown in the house. He said we got Grandmaster Lonzo and Freeway Rick. Chico Brown said, "What's up?" And my boy Tyrone say, Rick, it's Tyrone. I got a Cameron Richardson with you, man.
Get him, my people. What up, Tyrone? What up, Chico?
It's funny how your people is my people, okay? And
we are from the same. You know, our houses probably ain't, you know, where I grew up at and where you grew up at probably is not more than 3 miles apart, maybe less than that. So, you know, we're in the same area, and then we cast such a big, we cast a big web over the city. You know, whether people know it or not, we definitely cast a web over the city, and we had to, you know, overlap somewhere.
Yeah. You know, It's like my man Wayne Jackson said, we all the same lane, okay?
Yeah.
I'm mad at you, Doc. It's amazing, man. I mean, we've met in past, and I think I pretty much met you after you got out of jail.
You did. That's when I came to the club when you were doing the hip hop shows.
Right.
I had a couple artists that I was working with, and they were performing at your shows, and I came down, and that was the first time that we actually met in person.
Right.
Like I said, I done been outside your doors hundreds of times, but would never go in. I was just waiting outside.
Hey man, what's up, Chuck Dennis? My man says, Pimp Players and Hustlers Network says, how you feel about Vlad getting rappers to dry snitch on themselves?
Well, you know what? I don't blame that on Vlad. I blame it on whoever is talking and don't know what they're talking about or don't know how to do. I've been on Vlad many times, and he asked me, questions. Have you ever killed anybody? You like, come on, man. Ain't no statutory limitation for murder.
Right.
Yeah, that's something you just don't. If you did, not that I ever killed anybody, but if I did, I would never tell nobody.
Right.
They say, you go tell somebody, can you keep a secret? Hell no, they ain't gonna keep no secret.
Right.
They can't wait to go tell somebody. So, for those guys to get on there and talk about some of the stuff that they get on there, they have to take some of that responsibility as well. I
said the same thing, Doc. I mean, if a man asks you a question, you got two options: to answer it or not answer it. Just because you have to tell him nothing, okay? And like you said, murder and kidnap ain't no statute of limitations on that. So you could do it 20 years ago and get your ass a nice little fat ass case in 2021.
Yes.
And I see a lot of cats, man, try to overflex and find themselves, with a brand new case. You done told on yourself. I mean, only thing I think is crazy in that is cats do a lick and be on Instagram with the money or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
They broke in one of the places that helped me put my product together, and they called me the other day and they was like, hey, they selling your product online.
Wow.
I said, man, these people are crazy. But this that age that we in right now, show and what they say, fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is that they started that in the 80s, man, fake it till you make it. Fake it. I mean, when people first started saying that, and I guess it got to the point to where they say, hell with making it, I'm just gonna fake it.
That's deep. I was reading the other day, man. I know heard about Dre and his health condition. We all praying for him.
I did.
But somebody decided they're gonna break into the man's house while he in intensive care. Man, that's some cold shit right there, man. Wow. That's some cold shit. Okay?
Wow.
That's some dude. Excuse me, that's some nigga shit right there. Okay? Why? How low down can you be to break into the man's house when he's in intensive care? The only thing I heard that was colder than that, one of the rappers got killed in Miami, and people was living in his house, raided his house. Okay? While the man was laying on the gurney, they took all this shit out of his pad. Okay? When his folks got to the house, his house was damn near empty. He just got shot.
Wow.
So it's some cold folks in the world, man.
Yeah. Well, when you feeding yourself things that scavengers eat, then you turn into a scavenger.
Ah, okay. You're right, Doc. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta change your diet.
Yeah, and folks have to understand, man. How when I saw one of your I just seen so many different movies about you, documentaries or whatever. They had one, the cops were saying that they was trying to find you, and you were so low profile, you had walked past them a couple of times, and they had no idea that was you, okay?
Oh yeah, many times they raid the park or raid the neighborhood, and I'll be able to walk past them. They couldn't recognize me because I look like everybody else, and I enjoy looking like everybody else. I don't want to overshine the next person. I don't want to be big me, little you. You know, I feel that we're all equal, and I don't think that money makes you special. I don't believe that. You know,
Okay.
I think that you're special from the deeds that you do and the actions that you take is what makes somebody special.
Now, you know, back in the day, man, everybody. I remember when the gang first hit the streets and folks started having money for the first time. You could tell who was doing what at one time. Okay, the Suzuki Samurais, the Nissan trucks, you know, the big ass chains, you know, and at one point in time they called it profiling, but I'm like, that's almost like dry stitching on yourself. I mean, you the average cat ain't got money for that right there unless you get it. You know, that average cat with a job ain't got money for that for to spend it like that.
The
And
Ferraris, the Benzes, the convertible Benzes. Remember, it used to be, man, LA used to be like a car show every day.
every day, okay?
You know, guys was riding down the street with $20,000 and $30,000 worth of sound equipment in a Blazer.
Yes, sir. I mean, guys would actually cut the roof off the car. They have a 4-door Benz, cut the roof off, and put a pull-up Benz, a pull-up top on top of the Benz just to have a convertible.
Man, you talking about my partner?
Who that? Hey. Okay, we know who we're talking about. Okay, he cut the photo Benz.
You know, I was at his house. I was at his house a couple months ago. We laughed about that. We laughed about that old Benz. You talking about Mike Conception?
Mike Conception. Okay. You know, now me and Mike, man. I'm gonna try to get Mike on my show, man. Me and Mike go back to about 73. I never gangbanged, but because the streets were so different, you got respected if you didn't gangbang, okay? People respected the fact you didn't gangbang. And I remember I had a 64 Chevy out of 64 Malibu, and Mike was still going to Washington. And I had a girl went to Washington, and you could do that, okay? As long as you didn't come disrespectful, you could come up to the school, pick up your girl, and get on. Mike went by my 64 Malibu, and we was negotiating, talking back and forth. He never bought it, but we became cool in doing that. And then it seemed like every woman I ever met, Mike had hollered at him at some point in time, okay? You know Mike? Yeah, I know Mike. Me and Mike go blah, 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 blah. And every time I would see Mike on Crenshaw, because Mike always on Crenshaw, Lonzo, when you writing your book? Lonzo, you bullshit. When you writing your book? And when I finally decided to write my book, the first person I thank in the book is Mike Conception. I haven't talked to him in a while. I haven't had a chance to give him his props. But I sent a book to him. Don't know if he got it or not, but I saw autograph and sent it to him. And he was always been one of them cats, man. You know, he ain't to be messed with, but he's a cool brother if you like it. Okay, but he's known for his cars.
Yeah. Mike's on me. I've been up to his house. You know, he got a great big old house up there. Mike doing real good for himself right now. Yeah, and he got a lot of game too.
Oh yeah,
Mike got mad game. I mean, you know, me and him talked about the old days. You know, when we were in the street together, and how far he had grown from that, and how he took lessons from the game, which enabled him to do the things that he's able to do right now. You know, Mike's credits go long, man. You know, from Guy, Teddy Riley, and Guy, and Silky Fine, and Rome, and now Kendrick Lamar. You know, Top Dog. Mike has done some incredible stuff, man. You know, and to be in a wheelchair too. You know. Yeah. And with his educational background, you know, Mike don't have education.
Oh no shit!
No, not a formal education. I don't know if Mike could read or not. You know, but I don't think he could. You know, so he really
high school.
Huh?
He was always around Washington.
Chasing them girls. You know, he always chased them girls. Now, you know. You know, he can read them girls. He might not be able to read a book, but he can read them girls.
Like that. Anything else you want to share with us, Doc? We're just kicking it right now, man. I'm glad to have you on the show. Glad to see you doing well. I got a question. what does it take for an artist to get into the weed business, man? How much money you need? If I want to start my own world class strand, what I got to do?
Really, you could probably get in for about 30.
30,000?
30,000 you can get in. I can show somebody with 30,000 how to get in. If it's a big enough artist, I'll pay the 30,000 myself. If I know it's somebody that I know that they're gonna get out and they're gonna sell their weed. A lot of times, people come in and you spend that money and then they don't want to go out and promote. They don't want to show up to the stores, and I don't want to be involved. I don't want to be involved with nobody like that.
Okay. Now, how many? It is that many different strands of weed that you can have yours. I can have mine. Everybody can have their own.
Man, it's thousands. It's thousands of different strands of weed.
No shit.
Man, there's so many different strains. And see, the thing about weed is that me and you could take the same seeds and plant them, and our weed will be totally different. So each grower grows their weed different. It won't grow the same because, we keep it at different temperatures. If you change the temperature of weed, it'll change the way the weed look, the way it tastes, and how it gets you high.
I did that. That I did not know. I did not know.
I done become somewhat of a weed expert.
Okay.
They want me to come to Detroit right now for an event and speak down there. But I go all over. Like I said, I've been all over the country, even Jamaica, teaching the Jamaicans about weed.
How you gonna teach Jamaicans about weed?
Hey, that's what I thought. I would have thought that too if they'd told me that 15 years ago. But now I know that there's a lot of people, even though they may be involved, they still don't know the business.
Okay. Is there a special kind of soil that produces a better type of weed?
Well, soil, that's a preference thing. Some people use cocoa, some use soil, some just use I can't think of these little blocks.
Yeah, hydroponic things.
Yeah, I can't think of the name of them right this second. And some use rocks. It's so many different ways, but it's really just preference.
Okay, all right. Is there a certain temperature? There's a certain atmosphere that's more productive for weed than others.
Temperature, you want to keep it right around 74 degrees, and you could probably go up to 78, but you don't want to keep it much higher than that because if it gets too hot, it starts to morphodite. It starts to turn into a man and a woman. They don't know which one it is, and it'll grow seeds, which nobody want weed with seeds in it.
Right.
Nate Dogg, you say that weed, no seeds. But if you let it get too hot or too cold, it'll morphodite, and then morphodite's trying to reproduce itself because it don't want to die.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I got a question. The Pimp Players Hustlers Network actually got a question for you. What do you think about Master P's food line, noodles, pancake mix, and wrap snacks? He said he had the wrap chips. They was pretty good. Have you had any of those products?
No, I haven't. That's good though. Master P's doing that. We need product as a people. One of the things that I say is that we need our own products. Because without a product, how you gonna get some money?
Right.
If you don't have nothing to sell, and I said it all the time. I'll be driving down the freeway and you see the guys on the side of the freeway. The black guy's got a cup. He got flowers, oranges, apples, grapes. Now who you think gonna get the money first?
Right.
Who's gonna make the most money?
Right.
And we got to get product. I said, well, why these guys didn't take that money after they collect them quarters? They take them and go buy them a couple bag of oranges. They're gonna get more money.
Right.
But we haven't learned that we need product. So I love the idea that Master P is doing that. Master P's always ahead of the game, man.
Always. Okay. What's up, Dominique John Wick? And my man Jonathan Hassan says Master P got a cigarette called Hootie Hoos. Hootie Hoos. Hootie Hoos. They didn't change it up on me. Uncle P's Cajun rice. Uncle P's Cajun. You know what? I ain't mad at it, man, because we ate Uncle Ben's forever. Okay. Nobody clown Uncle Ben. Okay, why would if he want to go Uncle P's? Hey, dude, it may seem silly today, but 10 years from now, when it's on your plate and it's around the world, it won't be silly no more.
Huh. And Uncle Ben was owned by some white company.
Yes, sir. And so was Aunt Jemima.
Huh.
So,
Sometimes
enemies when it comes to stuff like that. If we don't step up and support it, you know what I'm saying? It takes support to make things happen. If without support, it ain't gonna happen. You can't ask for the discount. You got to pay the price that the man. You don't know what the man's expenses are. So the man asks you, "Hey, man, it can cost you this right here." Give the man the money. You give it to everybody else. Nobody negotiate with the Koreans. They don't negotiate with the Latinos. Whatever the price is, because it costs to be in business, and pay the man what he needs.
And too, when we deal with our own kind, we hold ourselves to a higher standard than we hold everybody else. We expect for everything to go perfect when you're dealing with another black, and we really shouldn't hold ourselves to such a high standard because most of these people have the financing to have everything done right, and we don't have that financing. So it's very important that when we're dealing with each other, that we have some patience and some understanding that things may not be perfect with this person. It may be somebody who's struggling to get themselves on track.
We're not being perfect right now. For those who are watching this interview and you don't see me, I don't know what happened. It was working fine. I had a glitch. I just refused to stop the show to reset it. So you hear my voice. If all you see is Freeway Rick, don't take it personal. We got the sound. We got the questions. I got the chat line. We got Rick. We rolling. You don't need me right now. We here. We are definitely here. Let me see here. Mac with the dopest lyrics. MC. Okay.
I'm getting ready to do some music too, Lonzo. I got a young lady out of Atlanta that I'm working with right now named Dominique Daniels. And when I heard her sound, I was like, "Oh, you a star."
Okay.
So I've been working with her a few months now, and I think she's gonna be big.
What's your label called?
You know what? I ain't even got the label yet. I had to get the artist before I get the label. What is just having no label? You ain't had no artist. So I'm gonna start with the artist, and then I create the label after I get the buzz going.
I mean, how much different is it for you to be doing the weed thing? I know it's a form of drugs, but what you were doing to what you are doing, how much of a difference is that for you?
Well, you know what? I noticed that the same skills that I used in the illegal market also works in this market as well. One of the most important things is treat other people how you want to be treated. And, when you do that, that'll take you a long ways.
Right. You got it, Doc. That's very true. That's very true. While we on the line, folks, if you haven't subscribed, liked, and notified on my YouTube channel, please push the subscribe, like, and share this interview and tell them we don't know what happened to Lonzo. He was there, but he disappeared. But he's still here in spirit and voice, and Freeway Rick is holding it down. And we got a historic interview, as somebody said right here on the Maxie Mixon said we got a historic interview, and yes, we do. And I refuse to stop it just to bring me on the damn screen. Fuck that. We got it going on.
What up, Maxie?
Yeah.
So Lonzo, we just have to continuously grow. One of the most important things is to continuously grow. Never be satisfied. Constantly try to make yourself better every single day. And that's how I really, when I got out of prison, I made my mind up no matter what position I was in. When I got out and my mom was losing her house, I continuously try to figure out ways to make myself grow. And that's how I got myself in the position I'm in now. I'm also doing boxing as well. I got a few fighters signed. My number one protege is a kid out of Philadelphia named Nafir Charles. He'll be fighting for a title next month. One day next month. I'm not sure the date.
Well, wait.
135. He in that money class.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna go after one of the big guys. Probably summertime. We're gonna ask for, one of those guys that got the big belts.
Okay. Good luck on that, man. I'm a big fight fan, Doc. I want to see some fights though. I no disrespect to nobody. I come from the fight era when Sugar Ray and Tommy Hearns, they didn't like each other, and you could tell because they tried to kill each other in the ring. They didn't box, they fought. When the fight was over with, wasn't going on after party, you had to go to the emergency room. Them kind of fights. I'm kind of used to that right there, Doc. So, I mean, even though I saw a thing on Ali. When Ali and Frazier fought, I think Frazier won the first one, but they both spent 7 days in the hospital pissing blood. Okay, that ain't that ain't what we got these days. We got folks put on a pair of shades, go to the after party, make them another $500,000.
Well, when they come out the ring with Nafia, they ain't going to Nafia trying to take their head off every single round. So far, he hasn't got out the first round. He's knocking everybody out in the first round.
How old is this guy?
20 years old. I think he's gonna be better than Floyd.
What?
And I ain't saying that just because he's my fighter.
Okay.
The kid got a lot of determination. One of the things that I noticed about Floyd is that Floyd stayed working out. He stayed in great shape.
Okay.
He stayed studying the game. And the same thing with this kid. This kid studies the game, and man, he got hands of steel. When he hit them, they go.
Who's in this corner besides you?
We got Rick, another Rick, who is his trainer, conditioning coach, and then his dad is one of his boxing coaches, and also Ivy Robertson is his head boxing coach.
Okay, all right. I got a question for you, Rick. It's a personal question. When you was at the peak of your game, could you name any white boy that was equal to you in what you was doing? Is there another white counterpart that was equal to Freeway Rick?
Not that I know of.
Okay, all right. Just wondering.
So not that I know of.
You were dealing straight with the cartels.
Yeah, the Nicaraguans.
Wow.
Who was dealing directly with the cartels?
How long?
And also they were dealing with the government. The Nicaraguans had the government assistance because they were fighting a war in Nicaragua that Ronald Reagan wanted to win badly.
I had a buddy of mine who was in the game. He said, man, he went to pick up a package and it said property of the federal government on top of it. He said, hey, shit, I got to go. I got to go. He said, don't worry about it. No. I got to go. I can't do this one right here. Hey, what's up, Helene? I see you, baby.
Well, they needed that money.
Huh?
The government needed that money.
Wow. And that was a cold game, man. I think I'm gonna say something, one of my philosophies. It ain't got to do with the price of tea in China, but it's one of my philosophies. That's another reason why the government owes us reparations. They purposely brought that crack cocaine into our community to set us back. That's my personal opinion. That's another reason for reparations.
And if they didn't, they definitely set us up.
Set us up, exactly.
Because all the ones who didn't get hooked on cocaine wind up going to prison.
Right.
For 20, 30 years and 40 years and guys are just now finally getting out and some are still in. Harry been in jail 30-something years right now.
Wow. Might just mention Harry in the feed line too.
And they want him to do another 7 years.
Did you ever hook up with Harry in jail? Y'all ever cross paths?
Yeah. Harry was my first cellie when I got to MDC. I was there when they formed Death Row.
Wow, that's another story.
Me and him were cellies when they formed Death Row. And I'm kind of the reason that him and Suge hooked up. While we were cellies, he was working on his wife Lydia's record, and he was producing it, and he had gave me a magazine, and I was looking through the magazine, and I saw that Eazy-E and Dr. Dre had fell out.
Okay. I
told Harry, the Eazy and Dre had fell out, and Dre needed some money. And that would be a great way to get Dre to produce his wife's record was by giving him some money to
Okay.
produce the record. So Harry O reached out and got in touch with Ron Brown. I was in the attorney room the first day that the Suge came into MDC
No shit.
as an attorney.
Wow.
They had fixed him up as an attorney or an attorney assistant, where he could come in because you can't you just can't come in the building unless you and sit where he was sitting at unless you're an attorney.
Okay. My boy,
I was there when he told David Kenner that he was going to show him how to make more money than he could have ever made as a lawyer.
Wow, that's some deep shit. I got a buddy of mine AK's on the line. He said he produced 4 songs for Lydia's album. Anthony King, AK, he was over there with Terry Carter and them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was over there with I forgot the label. Come on, damn. Ice Cube and Terry hooked up for a while and had a label. And my boy AK was on the damn it. I know the label name. Of course, when the light was on, I can't think of shit. But
I remember that though. Mac 10 came out of that, I believe.
Yeah, right. What's the name of the label, AK, so I can fill my audience in, man. Give me that. Drop it in the chat room right quick. I know the label. It wasn't High Power. That was easy shit. It was Heavyweight. There it is. Heavyweight Records. That was Terry Carter's label with Ice Cube and my man AK, talented brother out of Compton, said he produced 4 songs on Lydia's album. It was funny, man. I never met Harry O, but he called me one day.
Oh yeah.
Coming from prison. I was when they did the Welcome to Death Row documentary. Okay. And the guy who did it, Lee Savage, had me running the swap meets because I did all the swap meet distributions. I had a pretty good network, and I guess somebody got word to Harry that he wasn't getting paid on the swap meet. Now I didn't know nothing about that. I gave homeboy all his money. Now if he didn't report it, that wasn't on me. And I got Terry Carter called me. Next thing I know, he said, Harry want to holler at you. And I'm like, huh? And because I never met Harry O before. He was real cool. Hey, Lonzo, how you doing, man? This is Harry O. I heard you run the swap meets for my people. Yeah, man, what's happening? How much money you get? I told him I gave him the information. And don't know what happened to it, but that was the one time we had one conversation we had, connected by Terry Carter. That's amazing, man. Again, like you said, because we all in that little area, everybody knew everybody.
Well, LA is big, but it's still small at the same time. It's not that many guys in LA that's doing something.
Right, and I guess that's how people's names start ringing. Whatever you're doing, if you try to do anything else, you pretty much the person's name is going to ring at some point in time.
No doubt.
It's all good. It's all good. All right, man. I got you. Much love to you spending time with me, man. Dropping this information on me. I'm gonna give my folks in the chat room. Anybody got something they want to ask Rick right quick before we wrap this interview up? Like I said before, if you don't see me on the screen, don't worry about it because we had a glitch. Don't know what it was, but I did not want to redo this show and lose my chat room. So I sacrificed my face on the screen to make sure this show continue to go on, and that don't mean nothing, no way.
Man, tell everybody check me out at Freeway Ricky on Instagram and Freeway Rick Ross on Facebook. I'm building a new website. It's going to be freewayenterprise.com. Be looking for that. But follow me. If you're interested in getting into the cannabis business, get at your boy. Also, remember, I got 2 books out. Freeway Rick Ross, An Untold Autobiography. It talks about me and the cocaine business, how I did it, the tricks I use, the finesse, the strategies, and also my new book, The 21 Keys of Success, talks about my first 6 months out of prison, how I was able to get out of prison with only $200. And if I told you how much money I'm making now, I'd have to kill you.
All right, folks, check out both of his books. Also, check out my book, N.W.A. N.W.A. Not Without Lonzo, on Amazon. This is how we do it, folks. What's up? Hey, what's up, Junior from Uncle Jam's Army? I see you there, boy. I see you. Go to work. Much love, darling. She's the author as well. Snoopy Eats, Peace and Blessings. And my girl, Helene Campbell, says, call us for your insurance needs. In the meantime, folks, this is Lonzo, the Godfather of West Coast Hip Hop, with my man, Freeway Rick, the Godfather of the Streets.
Appreciate you, Lonzo. Do your thing.
Much
I'm
love,
gone.
Rick. Thank you, man. Much
All
love,
right.
everybody in the chat room. Next week, y'all. Next Thursday, I'll be back with my girl China Doll right here on my Thursday show, y'all. 6 o'clock next Thursday, live with China Doll. Hey, folks, you can't see me, but that's okay. I'm still here. In the meantime, we're out of here, folks. Peace.